Okay guys, so I want to put a trigger warning in place at the beginning of this video before we get into this, because this is very serious. Steff London is trending #1 right now, and she's breaking her silence and everything going on with Dutchavelli, and it's just really shocked a lot of people, and the messages, to be honest with you, are extremely confusing. But at the same time, I'm not surprised. Hey guys, it's Morali. Hope you guys are doing well today. Back again with another video. If you haven't subscribed, click that button, guys, for daily and consistent content. Head over to my Instagram at Murad_Morali. My merch is on the bio below as well. My Patreon, my podcast, and my filming equipment is also in the bio below if you guys want to know what I use, microphone, tripod, and etc, etc. Anyhow, let's just get into this. Everybody knows about the Dutchavelli stuff and what was going on. He got hacked, and he was messaging individuals that he should not be messaging. And of course, he tried to post something in reference to a statement from somebody's mother, then that got retracted because it believed that apparently the mother did not make that statement. And then of course we had his manager's son spoke out, CBiz has spoken out, other individuals. And now I believe there's a conversation between Steff London and Dutchavelli's late manager's son talk about, the 14-year-old individual. But this is ridiculous. This is what she says. It's mad what you're actually trying to do to my brother. I spoke to Anne and she explained everything, and you deleted bare messages to make it look bad. Dutch might have gone about stuff wrong with you guys' friendship, but I'm sure it all could have been sorted out. I'm sure that's not what your dad would have wanted. Let's just pause, break, get out the damn car and speak about this. Somebody's father has just passed. To use it against them, what we're witnessing here is a very, very kind of normalized form of gaslighting that we're seeing here. But I'm sure it all could have been sorted out. I'm sure this is not what your dad would have wanted, as he was the one who brought you lot together. Inciting guilt. I'll be praying for you, Cody, but you're not praying for your brother. Mad. Honestly, deep down, I know you're a good kid, and I'm really sorry you had to go through the pain of losing your dad. Now we're wrapping it up, and we're now saying I'm sorry, playing the good person, but you just used it against him. Please find someone to talk to, and don't hold all your emotions in. But what about your bro? I suggest you tell the truth. So this is basically what she's saying, is that it's a complete lie. Everything with Dutch, it's false, even though there were receipts that were posted. Again, I can't really go through them word for word verbatim because it goes against YouTube's guidelines. This is how serious this topic is. And of course, he has responded.
You see it, you know it as well, and that's what's fuckery. Like, come on, man, you gotta do it yourself.
So he's saying, this is what's happened, stop lying, it's true, you've got a child yourself, this is what he's going into. She's trending #1 right now. And people are saying Steff is very disgusting, using the dad's death to say that this is not what he wanted. So is it crack? Steff London knew all along. She's an enabler. Steff is washed. The gaslighting she's doing is extremely mad. Wait, side note, Steff got a daughter. Wasn't Steff London trying to get onto Nikki about her bro? Life comes at you fast. That's all I can really say. So not only is Steff a colorist, but she also stands with PEDOs. So this is what is going on right now. And I guess that a family reaction to what Dutch is doing, this family reaction isn't surprising. This is what occurs so much when it comes to a lot of ethnic families, brown, black. You could see it, I guess, in several communities, regardless of race. It's really something that transcends all of every human on this planet. Well, we have the situation in communities when something like this goes on, people are very quick just to turn a blind eye. They're very quick not to address it. They're very quick to find every excuse to act as if anybody else is in the fault, but not the culprit. They find every excuse to sit in denial and wallow in it because they don't want to believe that somebody that they know or that they're close to was acting like a PEDO, and they don't want to. And it's so confusing how this happens when you would think people will just stand up and say the right thing publicly. At least publicly say the right thing, because you don't want this to come down on you, because you can get hit by recoil. And this is what exactly is happening to Steff London, because she is trending #1 right now. It's a very serious issue, guys, and it's only going to get people are only going to analyze this even more and more, especially with the fact that this has now come out and you're now using, this is the sheer form of gaslighting that you're using his father's passing it against him, and then to say I'm sorry to you. Like, what was that about? That in itself is a massive mindfuck. And I just feel like in a lot of families, they turn a blind eye to a lot of PEDO behavior, and they just act like it never really was there. They act like it's never treated as a significant issue at all. People just turn a blind eye to it all the damn time, and I'm sick of it, man, because people don't realize the kind of psychological damage it can do to young individuals as they grow up. And people just turn a blind eye, they minimize it, they act like it's nothing, and it's just so frustrating and irritating. Now Steff London is saying that tell the whole truth. So she is saying that there's more to this. She's saying that, you know, this isn't the truth, even though the receipts have come out. One is entitled to their opinion and decide whatever. But I just feel like using the person's father's death against them is wrong. And it's just, people are going in on her on Twitter right now. And this situation is turning very, very dire indeed. But set aside from this, we do see in families when situations like this arise, where an uncle or auntie was doing this to somebody or doing that to somebody when they were young or whatever, it's put under the carpet. People act like it doesn't even exist. People act like, oh, you know, they shouldn't have been doing that to you when you were young and so forth, but it's okay now, everything's fine, let's play happy families. Or they blame you when you're the one trying to speak up about it, or they gaslight you and do anything in their power but not hold the people accountable for their actions. And I've seen this in so many families. I've seen so many experiences of, like, it's just, you see it 24/7. As people find it easier just to put something under the carpet, and then when something, you know, acts as a behavioral consequence to what they went through as a child, they act like that never even happened. It's just, it's hard to really describe in such a short 8-minute video, but we see it. I'm saying the same thing, but I'm not surprised, guys. I'm really not surprised. We have people in families who make these, they just make these kind of excuses, and they sit in denial and they wallow in denial 24/7. And you're just denying somebody's reality, denying somebody's pain, denying what somebody went through, what they go through. And I'm speaking for families in general who do this. It's as if they just don't care about that young individual who was impacted in such a way that they shouldn't have been. And then they grow up and they deal with trauma, PTSD, psychological, mental issues and problems. They can go down this whole so many pathways and lanes in life that can only be so detrimental to them. And they found to be the problematic one. They're the wrong one. They're the one that's weird. There's the one, they're always quiet, they're so shy, they're always in their room, they have a weird look in their face, they're just the odd one out of the family. Why did this happen? Why are they the odd one out? They're just the dark horse. This is what people push these people at. They put these stupid narratives on the people, but they don't want to bring the damn truth to the flipping surface because of gaslighting, stuff like this that happens. And the real truth is that when that person was young, the people that are around you in families were doing a madness to this person, and then suddenly they're not the weird one. You're not the weird one for doing all that madness. You're not the weird one, but these children who grow up in such a disgusting way because of what they've gone through and how they've survived so much trauma and they live through it every day, they are accountable for it. And we see this so much. It's so frustrating, guys. This is just so annoying that we see this all the time, and it's just such a sheer act of injustice, and it's just pissed me off, man. It's really irked me. This was only meant to be like a 2-3 minute video. You guys know how I do short videos on this, but here I am talking about flipping life off because I'm just irked by this, and it's not surprising. We see this so many times, but when will it flipping change, man? Let me know what your thoughts are, guys. Subscribe to the channel, click that button for daily and consistent content, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.